Okay, welcome to What's Niggling Me. Let me check this camera real quick. Alright. I've got my COVID video pretty much, I'm close to being done. But this is what niggles me. Is my mom sent me a music video of Macklemore put out called Fucked Up, and asked me to let her know my thoughts after I watched it. And I watched it, and it's hilarious because it's funny that this guy's putting this out now, and it's clearly like when Ice Cube made a Donald Trump song a long time ago, except it has like, I think everybody should watch it if you're watching this real quick. It's like 5 minutes or something, and it's basically, in my opinion, saying that Elon Musk and Donald Trump are going to let Israel be destroyed, or never. Nobody's doing that. Palestine to be destroyed, and it's Elon Musk and Donald Trump just cowering to Bibi Netanyahu, and that Donald Trump is just deporting illegals with ICE, and what is that? Does that summarize it? Just like, yeah, this is all Donald Trump and Elon Musk's fault, that Israel is gonna take Palestine and they're gonna deport illegals. That makes me laugh that you're just putting out a video now. Donald Trump's been in office and Elon Musk's been telling people where their taxes are going for like 5 weeks. Not even 5 weeks, a month. For a month, these guys, a month and a bit, 5 weeks maybe, yeah. And this guy, Macklemore, is just putting out a video now about Palestine getting taken by Israel. Where the fuck have you been? You think that Donald Trump and Elon Musk are letting him do that? What about Biden? What about Anthony Blinken? It's mind-blowing how many people have died in the Israel-Palestine conflict under Trump and how many died under Biden. That's crazy to say that it's their fault. The conflict's been going on for 100 fucking years. 130 fucking years. They were starting to move into Palestine. You're telling me this started on January 20th? This Macklemore fucking idiot is delusional. Delusional. They called Barack Obama on CNN Deporter in chief when he was in there. You know why? Because I will play you these fucking audio clips. And I'm gonna @ Macklemore on X because you're fucking dumb. You need to read instead of watching headlines and clips.
This is not going to be a free ride. It's not going to be some instant amnesty. What's going to happen is you are going to pay a significant fine. You are going to learn English. You are going to go to the back of the line so that you don't get ahead of somebody who was in Mexico City applying illegally. But after you've done these things over a certain period of time, you can earn your citizenship. So that it's not something that is guaranteed or automatic. You've got to earn it, but over time, you give people an opportunity. Now, it only works though if you do all the pieces. I think the American people, they appreciate and believe in immigration, but they can't have a situation situation where you just have 500,000 people pouring over the border without any kind of mechanism to control it. So we've got to deal with that at the same time as we deal in a humane fashion with folks who have put down roots here, have become our neighbors, have become our friends. They may have children who are U.S. citizens. That's the kind of comprehensive approach that we have to take.
That's Barack Obama and his Democrat supporters cheering when he's saying they can't have an overflow of immigrants across the border. And then, you know what else Barack Obama said?
While we intend to do the right thing by these children, their parents need to know that this is an incredibly dangerous situation, and it is unlikely that their children will be able to stay. And I've asked parents across Central America not to put their children in harm's way in this fashion.
Huh. That's why they called Barack Obama the Deporter-in-Chief. Barack Obama had Tom Homan, the same person that Trump has, deporting people, and Barack Obama gave him a medal for deporting everybody. He gave him a medal in 2015. Barack Obama got in 2008. He was deporting people over and over. Barack Obama was at one point deporting 1,000 people a day. And they're saying, oh, Trump is so bad deporting people. Go look at the fucking numbers. Go look at the fucking facts. It's so crazy how blind, head in the sand fucking people are. Blind. I got one more for you. It's all these Democrats reversing their stance because they do whatever gets votes. We got Barack Obama talking how he does, obviously, and then when it comes time for election time, got to talk a little nicer. And there's Hillary Clinton. Then there's Joe Biden. And there's Chuck Schumer. All of them wanted a wall. And then all of them said when it came time for Trump, no wall. Every single one of them wanted a wall. Listen to Barack Obama.
Before us will certainly do some good. They will authorize some badly needed funding for better fences and better security along our borders. The fence is now basically complete. Maybe they'll need a moat. Maybe they want alligators in the moat.
Secure our borders with technology, personnel, physical barriers if necessary in some places. We will not build a wall. Instead, we will build an economy where everyone who wants a good job can get one.
I voted for a fence. I voted unlike most Democrats. Some of you won't like it. I voted for 700-mile fence. Let me tell you something, folks. People are driving across that border with tons, period, tons of everything from byproducts of methamphetamine to cocaine to heroin. It's all coming up through corrupt Mexico.
And then his son smoked it.
Down. Shut the gates, build walls. Exit at this moment is precisely the wrong answer.
Former presidents have said to him that they wish that they had built a wall. Do you recall President Obama ever saying that?
Come on.
Construction of a 630-mile border fence create a significant barrier to illegal immigration on our southern land border. All along, the president's saying, well, I'll do DACA and Dreamers in return for the wall. He's got it. President Trump, if you want to open the government, you must abandon the wall.
He should abandon the wall? After he said that 630 miles of wall needed to be built? That's Democrats reversing their stance when it's time for an election or time to go against a Republican that wants a wall. What a fucking dumb game. And the brainwashed people that fall for the Donald Trump is evil. The Democrats for the last 20 years wanted the exact same thing. Barack Obama deported more people than George Bush. George Bush was a piece of shit. He is complicit in killing at least 500,000 innocent Iraqi people, probably 1 million. What happened there is insane. The Palestine thing, that blows my mind. I don't even need to have audio clips for that. Acting like, and trust me, I don't like what Trump wants to do. And I fucking research and I fucking pay attention. So the Arab group says fucking no to Trump's, he's gonna take Gaza. That's gonna be really interesting. Apparently Saudi Arabia, I watched the Arab leaders say that the Palestinian people are staying put. Now, I believe that's a bad idea because Israel's going to kill them all. I don't like Trump's idea because I know they're never going to be allowed back there. It's going to be a resort. As crazy as it sounds, I think Trump's way is the more humane way. Because two-state solution is idiotic. We don't live in a utopia. It hasn't worked. Israel took over. They're too powerful now. They're backed by the UK and the United States. Can't stop them. It's so weird that Israel somehow is our greatest ally, but not in the 5 eyes, 9 eyes, or 14 eyes. It doesn't make any sense. Why aren't we... I don't know what they're doing for us. If they're not giving us intelligence, which would mean you're in the group of eyes, but they're not for some reason. I wonder why. Does someone not trust them? If someone has the answer, please tell me. I'll be putting this on Rumble and YouTube. If someone's got the answer to why Israel is not in the 14 eyes, I'd love to hear it. Why aren't they the 15th eye? They're our greatest ally. So Israel's been murdering Palestinians for a very long time, way before Trump was ever president. Bibi Netanyahu, go watch him in 1996, addressed the United States, in the United States, saying he's going to take all these countries. We, when he says we, it means the United States and the funding of Canada, ever since Stephen Harper. I don't want to give any money to killing Palestinians. I didn't want to. I hated that. I watched them kill so many brown people. The United States has murdered so many brown people. I've listened to so many soldiers say that they went over there and the Iraqi people didn't want them there. But Dick Cheney made a lot of fucking money, I bet you. He was the CEO of Halliburton and their subsidiary, I can't think of what it's called. It has Kellogg in it. Brown Kellogg, something like that. Halliburton. Gotta get to those subsidiaries. That's where they're fucking doing dirty things. Huh. It doesn't want to give me Halliburton. Wow, eh? Make it a little harder for me. I like it. It knows what I'm up to. It employs approximately 55,000 people through its hundreds of subsidiaries. Jesus fucking God. Come on. Revenue last year, $22.9 billion. I'm not going to be able to find that subsidiary real quick, am I? We'll type in Halliburton, Brown, Kellogg. I know it's something like that. Kellogg. KBR. Kellogg merged with Halliburton's construction subsidiary, Brown and Root to form Kellogg, Brown and Root in 2006. Guess what happened in 2006? They were full blown in Iraq. And that's this company right here. KBR works in various markets, including aerospace, defense, industrial, and intelligence. And they got the no-bid contract to go over to Iraq. There's so much to click here. The history, operations, lobbying, controversy. That's for another time. That place is grimy. That Dick Cheney's fucking company there, they routed everything because they were in charge of logistics and everything. Oh my god, just a bunch of bullshit. The vice president stepped down and he stepped down from the CEO there and became the vice president. And then they got a no-bid contract to go over to Iraq. Fucking horseshit. And send everything there, shipping everything. Dirty games. What's really crazy, this fucking Palestine thing. I can't even believe that Macklemore fucking guy acting like this is new. But he's like a Hollywood music guy that they're oblivious, probably. Wouldn't surprise me. Most of them live in gated communities and just oblivious to the real world. And he's gonna make money off this. That's what's crazy. This guy's making the song and he's gonna get a fuckload of views and shit like that and make money. But you're late to the party. Under Biden, they murdered fucking so many Palestinians. And he was delusional, had no clue what was going on. Anthony Blinken in charge. They're murdering tons of them. Murdering Palestinians. Yoel Gallant, my brother showed me there, that fucking guy. They used the Hannibal Directive. They murdered their own people on October 7th. So did Hamas. But, yeah, it's an interesting thing because this Hannibal Directive, it's all about not letting hostages get taken. So they just murder. They sit and snipe like they do Palestinians. They sit on the fence that they built to keep the Palestinians out, and they snipe them. That's what they do. That's what the Israelis do. Where you at, fucking Macklemore? Why don't you fucking show some of that? Can't believe this guy goes and puts out a video now. Bro, you're late. You're late. You're a pussy. Putting that shit out now? Pussy. It's fucked up that you fucking just put out a music video now. Where you been? After the whole thing's demolished, you finally fucking put out a music video to make money off of? That's fucking wild. But I did watch one of the founders of the IRGC do an interview. This guy should be in jail. It's insane. If this guy went back to Iran, they'd probably cut his head off. It's insane this guy gets to live in America free. This guy started the Islamic Republic, and the CIA helped them overthrow the Shah in 1979. That's why the Middle East is the way it is. It's because that Brzezinski fucking guy, Mika Brzezinski's dad, fucking was part of fucking helping the IRGC overthrow the Shah and put in Khomeini. And look what happened. Look what happened. Because the Shah, I watched this thing, I don't know when. It's an older documentary. And it was fucking cool. The Shah threw this party back in the day. And it was so crazy, like leaders from all around the world. Because there's princes all around Europe and shit like that and stuff. Princes and princesses and stuff. I know we only hear about the fucking British royals as fucking inbred losers. But there's tons of, like, the Netherlands and stuff. They have these, like, they have royalty all over the place. One of them got sucked into the Nexium cult. But her mom helped her take that fucking thing down. money. The Shah threw this extravagant fucking party. There's a documentary on the internet. They had money. They got all the oil. Iran has the most or second most. Them and Russia. And what do you know? Because of the actions of the United States, aided by us too, in Canada, our garbage government, has pushed China and Iran and Russia to be linked up and exchange goods. And yeah, the United States, they were fucking dumb. They've funded guerrilla groups, which are now called terrorist groups, for so long to overthrow regimes. And the IRGC, I've heard Mika Brzezinski's dad say they shouldn't have did it. I've heard this guy, Mashan, the fuck is that guy's name? I'll get it. This guy should be in jail though, 100%. They didn't even need the guns to overthrow the Shah. The Shah gave up real quick. But the CIA overthrowing the Shah, helping the IRGC create this fucking massive protest in Tehran. The IRGC got in and they brought the marrying age of women down to single digits. Under the Shah, go watch this documentary on the Shah. He had he was militaristic, but not a ton of people died under him. Millions of people have died under the IRGC. Like, it's crazy how many people, because they've they had so much oil, they've funded so many terrorist groups. It's the United States' fault. That's why you go around the world and everyone hates the United States, because they overthrow their leaders and cause turmoil and kill their fucking currency. Where's this fucking piece of shit? But it was very interesting. It's super difficult. I had to have the subtitles on because sometimes it was tough to understand them. But you know what's crazy? All these people, these leaders in the Middle East of either the governments or the terrorist groups, they all went to school in the United States. They all went to university in the United States. It's fucking hilarious. So many. Osama bin Laden's got a daughter in the United States right now, I'm pretty sure. Don't know why that's not on the internet or on the news. Let me get this guy's name here real quick. It is Moshan Sezagera. Can you trust him? I don't fucking know, but he is the reason that Khomeini got into power. He got into power. The Shah was he was becoming too powerful. He wanted to not. They had a 25-year oil agreement, the United States and Iran, and it was up in 1979. And the country of Iran was doing so well, they were becoming westernized. Women wore bikinis. They listened to music, like, it was way different. It looked like any place here in the 70s. And the United States saw he was becoming too big for his britches, I heard a person say. He was turning it into a powerful country. And the United States, they didn't like that. Just like they didn't like Gaddafi wanting to be self-sufficient and have an African dollar instead of being on the US dollar. And then you had the Shah, the same thing. They funded Saddam Hussein to fight Iran. And then he went into Kuwait. And they didn't like that, the United States. But then they didn't do anything. The Gulf War. And then Saddam Hussein wanted to sell oil to Europe. And the United States said no. And they went there, put him on trial. You're hung. Now, he purged his own government when he got in there back in the day in the beginning. And his son definitely, he probably would have pulled a Genghis Khan and fucking killed his own brother, and so he could be the leader. They couldn't be in charge because they were doing disgusting, horrible things to people for no reason because they were sick in their head. So Saddam could never have passed power onto his sons because I don't know what would have happened. I don't know, like that sounds insane. That's one of the scariest people ever to have power. But the Shah, that's when it happened. The Middle East the idiots that helped overthrow him don't think they should have overthrown him, because now millions of people have died. The Houthis, the Hamas, they're funding everyone. But the United States funded everybody. I don't know. They did it in the Congo. Reap what you sow. It's so wild. I can't believe that music video. Lame. That's what I thought. Like, this is lame. Where have you been? Macklemore, you're late. Palestinians have been getting murdered under multiple presidents. Multiple. And it just became chaos once they overthrew the Shah. Oh, Macklemore. Let's see what I got going on in my notes. As you can tell, that fucking niggled me. Watch that music video and thinking, bro, are you new? You're new. What do we got going on? Oh, I got a project I'm working on, but it could get, I don't even know. I'm not going to mention it because it could get a video pulled. Oh, another thing about fucking the beloved Barry Soetoro, or as you might know him, Barack Hussein Obama. There's long been a rumor that he loves the company of men secretly. I don't know if you remember his chef mysteriously died. Now, Big Mike was funny. I don't really, in my honest opinion, I don't think Michelle Obama is a guy. I don't think it's Michael Obama. I don't think so. But it's funny, and I'm pretty sure that's why she didn't run for president, because she probably would have beat Trump. I called for Michelle Obama to run 2016. Like, after Trump won, I figured, oh, Michelle Obama has to run next. She'll win it next. In 2020, she didn't run. And I don't think she ran this time because there's too much stuff. She has to have seen it on the internet, or her daughters have told her on the internet that people call her Big Mike. 100%. She has to have seen it. I saw Hunter Biden's, a lot of those laptop pics. They're from an Apple device. And I saw one of those Obama's credit cards with Coke on it. And a line right there. I don't know. Are we gonna get the full story on Brigitte Macron from the Queen Candace this week? I want to know what their response is gonna be. I can't wait for what their response is gonna be. Check out if I got any videos here. I got pictures. Where they at? I saw this picture today, and on one of my first episodes, this is the face I tried to make. Look at that face. That they have that on Wikipedia for Chrystia Freeland. I don't know if you can see it, but so funny. She's fucking evil. I don't want this person's name to be on there, so that the person might not want their thing on there. I saw this. Oh, fuck. It's still on there. On Valentine's Day, I saw this. It was Anthony Fauci, and it says, "You make my heart stop." I've seen this dumb thing. Single parents in Spain are now entitled to the same amount of paid parental leave as couples. that is the same model rebranded to keep parents separated. They were using it in the 60s. It started in the 60s and it was extremely successful in only a few generations. Look how good they were at promoting birth control. Margaret Sanger had to force people to get sterilized, force them onto birth control, because she deemed them too dumb, and colored people, and people with disabilities. She was, she got the law passed, the Puerto Rico 116, so they could just sterilize Puerto Ricans up into the 70s. Tuskegee experiments, you know, they don't care. They're experimenting on us. Brain implant to improve mood is set to begin trial soon. Just get everybody on pharmaceuticals for the rest of their life. What a good idea. Quebec. Those people need to fuck off. They make our country real shit. Oh, I saw fucking, you know Ben Savage? You know this guy? Corey from Boy Meets World. Well, this fucking guy, he posts I don't know, within the last week, about some of the hostages coming out of Palestine. This guy, all he does is post pro-Israeli shit. It would have been nice if he showed Ibrahim al-Shawish, a high school teacher from Gaza. He was taken in 2023. 15 months later, that's what he looked like. He looked like he was on serious prep. Don't see the news posting that. I bet you'd be everywhere. Want to see a funny picture? That's Donald Trump in the White House with Eric and Don Jr. and Hillary Clinton. Makes me laugh. Makes me laugh. Let's see what else I got here. Just senseless death. I hate it. Dumb. I watched this one thing here. 2 18-year-olds face charges in Clayton County. this guy was buying a drink in a convenience store, and then these guys walk in by him. They go to walk out, they snatch his gun off him because he's got a legal concealed carry. They could tell he's got a gun there. They snatch it off him. The guy's like, "Oh, come on, man, come on!" Like, and the guys leave out the store, and he kind of opens the door, goes out there. 5 seconds later, they fucking unload into this fucking guy, and then a guy gets out of the car and unloads on him again as he tries to run away. This guy got his gun stolen and killed. He was buying a drink at a convenience store. So these two fucking people should go to jail for a long fucking time. So fucking stupid though. So dumb. I saw this. And you know, I heard Elon saying this, that some people are 150 years old that are getting Social Security. How the fuck that happens is insane. I wonder if it's happening here in Canada. Christy Freeland is pretty incompetent. Our dollar is tanking, and prices are at an all-time high. Our finance minister for you. But apparently 448 people in the United States between the ages of 190 and 199 are getting Social Security. Now, if that's true, that's fucking insane. The highest number here I see is people age 100 to 109. Oh, no. Number of people possibly collecting Social Security benefits. 0 to 9 years old. 38 million. I don't really understand what's going on over there. I'm very curious to see. Oh, this is an awesome video. Because this is another thing that is going on, and the Democrats are complaining that Elon Musk is finding out what's being spent.
Transgender animal testing. I released $1 million was spent for transgender animal testing.
Yes, and that's, I would say, is the floor, not the ceiling, because the information on federal databases is pretty incomplete.
So you think we're going to find out that it was much more money than that for
Yes.
transgender animal testing?
Yes.
Can you describe what exactly the American people's taxpayer dollars were spent on regarding transgender animal testing?
Yeah, in a lot of these cases, they're involve mice, rats, monkeys who are being surgically mutilated and subjected to hormone therapies to mimic female to male or male to female gender transitions, gender affirming hormone therapies, and then looking at the biological, psychological, and physiological effects of the gender transitions, looking at the effects of taking vaccines after you've transitioned these animals from male to female or female to male, looking at the size of their genitals changing after you've put them on estrogen or testosterone therapies to transition them. And in the case that the example the chairwoman gave, there was a $1.1 million grant to give female lab rats testosterone to mimic transgender male humans and then overdose them with this party drug to see if animals who were taking female animals taking testosterone were more likely to overdose on the sex party drug than animals who were not taking testosterone.
What the fuck is going on? What's going on in the world? Real weird stuff is going on. Oh, we have this other guy running for Prime Minister, Mark Carney. Go watch him talk and then go watch Justin Trudeau talk. Same cadence. Fake people. Is this true? I don't know. Senator Rand Paul calls on Elon Musk's Doge to audit U.S. gold reserves at Fort Knox. Ooh, they'll never let him do that and reveal that they don't have enough gold there that they're supposed to. They realize that the dollar is worthless. I seen this woman is going to jail. This guy ran a red light and caused a minor collision because he was having a diabetic emergency and he was trying to get to the hospital. And then the guy decided to leave, and this random woman there decided to chase him down in her car. And he pulled over. She pulled in front of him. She shot and killed him. And she tried to claim self-defense. She was doing a citizen's arrest. How fucking weird is that? Citizen's arrest, goes and kills a guy. Murdered him. So fucking weird. Stupid people. Senseless deaths. I don't get them. They niggle me. I see this post, real dumb. Tall people are not designed to play sports. This guy says they're supposed to be protectors of our world. This guy has 148,000 followers on Instagram, coming with this stupid ass take. Can you imagine? This guy, I watched it, it was dumb. This guy's talking about 6'9", 7-foot people. They're supposed to be protectors of the world. They're not supposed to be playing sports. Can you imagine if a 7-foot guy didn't play any sports? How uncoordinated that person would be. That person would be so uncoordinated. Can you imagine Andre the Giant? Huge human. He could barely jog. Protectors of the world. 148,000 followers this guy's got. And he's coming with a take that tall people shouldn't be playing sports. They should be protectors of the world. How weird. They've played sports and got an opportunity for generational wealth. There's players on the NBA bench, because they're 7 foot, making $10 million a year. They're making life-changing generational wealth right now. Tall people playing sports. In our world, we shouldn't be going and putting them in fucking any military. They're sitting ducks. Weird take. Weird takes. Okay, I'm gonna try. That dumb Macklemore video just niggled me, and I had to get it off my chest. How dumb that is. That you are just putting out a video right now, jumping on the bandwagon of fighting for Palestine. Where the fuck you been? Where the fuck you been? Trump and Elon are Bibi Netanyahu's puppet. I think that's maybe what that video says. Do you remember this last year? Do you remember the Palestinian protesters going to Kamala's campaign rallies? Remember some of them getting tossed out? Do you remember them going to one of those losers, Jimmy Kimmel, or one of those loser late night shows and getting booted out? The Palestinian protesters called him Genocide Joe. They called Joe Biden Genocide Joe. And this loser is saying Trump and Elon Musk are Bibi Netanyahu's puppets. When he stood up there and said the United States is going to take Gaza, did you see Bibi Netanyahu's face? He didn't know that he was going to say that. He was pretty confused. Macklemore. Dumb take, man. You're late to the party and someone gave you bad intel. They call him Genocide Joe. Mind-blowing.